From Fenner to Riverstown and the Metalman to Waterford Airport on 92.3 FM. This is TCRfm weather.
And the weather today is sunny with scattered showers and temperatures of 15 to 17 degrees. And that's your weather for today, the 14th of May. And we'll continue on with voice, and you're listening to Baruck music.
Ha llegado la hora de elegir nuestro camino al andar y que podamos revivir la esperanza. Deja tus miedos tras de ti y lo que causó el ayer. Perdona todo con amor. Un nuevo día ya amaneció. Juntemos nuestras manos por la unidad. Sembremos nuestra tierra de felicidad. Todos con el latir de un corazón. Y que sea el amor nuestra bandera. Juntemos nuestras manos por la unidad. Sembremos nuestra tierra de felicidad. Todos con el latir.
Good afternoon,
Hi.
Jose Neves.
Hello.
Hello.
This is it your third or fourth time now being here?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So Jose and Nieves, Baruck, their brother and sister, and I'll leave you. You can tell everyone about yourself.
First, thanks for inviting us today. This is a lovely Sunday in Tramor.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today.
Yeah. Well, we would like to talk about what is the real situation in Venezuela. We were living there for almost 30 years. We were there before Chavez and after Chavez. So we can give you like a view of what is the change, what is really happening with all these protests. We know that Venezuela has been in the news in the recent days.
But you are here. How long are you here in Tramor?
We've been for 3 years already.
Yes.
And you came directly from Venezuela.
Yeah.
So why did you leave Venezuela?
Well, we leave Venezuela because of the persecution, you know. With these songs that we just play right now, we participate in the political rally of the politician from the opposition against Chavez in 2012, and after that, because our opinion in the TV, in live interview and everything, where we're talking about that we are not agree with what's happening with the way that Chavez was ruling the country, we suffer for persecution. I was almost kidnapped, so we have to leave the country. We don't have choice. So it's not something that you really want. It's just that you don't have choice to do, you know. So.
And the reason of this is because in Venezuela it is difficult to express your opinion about what is happening now.
Yeah, I see that many people have like a wrong point of view of what is Venezuela. It's different to the people from Venezuela to the people foreign to Venezuela, because Chavez spent a lot of money doing publicity than what he was doing. People even here in Ireland, in many places in Europe, they think that Chavez was socialist. He wasn't socialist, he was communist. He used the word socialist to hide the communist word, because with the communists, you won't be able to win a president. You know, if you said, I'm communist, I support Cuba, Fidel Castro, no one will vote for him. So he sold the idea of socialist. But that's why 2 years, not even 2 years, like a year and a half after winning the president in the 99s, he changed all the speech, everything. It was so communist, so aggressive, you know, attacking the private property, everything. It was madness taking places. He banned, he closed a TV channel because they were showing to the country what he was doing. Because Chavez used to do this kind of thing like, I'm gonna build, I don't know, 20,000 houses. And then you see the publicity in the TV, in national and even international. He was showing the first house. This is the first house that we want to build. It's going to be, 20,000 for the poor people and the kind of things. And 5 years after, this TV channel used to go to those places, all those places that he already signed for. That means money was paid for it. And it was just the first house of the publicity. The rest was empty. Where are the houses? I mean, this was 5 years ago. We paid for this already, So it was like that. When they start to see the schools, everything, it was falling in pieces because they don't even end the construction. So there's so many lies, and they just hide it.
What was Venezuela like before Chavez?
It wasn't the best. It was corruption like every country. It was thief and everything, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, just to give you an idea, before Chavez, the president before Chavez, just before Chavez, he built like 4,000 houses, something like that, 40,000. I know he's with 4, I remember. Just in 5 years, he built that quantity, and he has so many critics because of it. You didn't build enough, and blah blah blah. It's a rich country, you can do more, and Chavez do less in 10 years. And Chavez was more popular than him for helping the poor people. So you can see how it is.
So is it the media has been used then, really, isn't it? And it's what's happening in America too, with you don't know what to believe or who's telling the truth or who's not telling the truth.
That's why one of the first step that Chavez did is take control from the media. TV channels, radio, everything. He closed and banned it and took so many TV channels and radio because of it. Just few of them were private and they could expose what was happening. But the people who was working there, they had so many problems, because of it.
And that's how he came into power, because people were, I suppose everyone shouts for their own, I want what's best for me, but they're not thinking what's good for everybody.
Yeah.
And I suppose socialism appeals to people because they think that's...
Yeah.
But you can't please everybody all the time.
Yeah, also, yeah.
So is that how Chavez came to power? Because everyone was complaining they weren't getting what they really wanted, and then...
I wouldn't say
How did he come to power?
He came to the power because he sold the socialist speech.
Okay.
To help everyone will have opportunities. It's what all of
so
them
he appealed
use.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, they just said what everyone wanted to hear. It's like Donald Trump right now in the United States. He said what Americans wanted to hear. That's all. They always do that. Obama did the same. He said all what they wanted to hear. I'm going to do this and this and this and this. And when you see the whole Obama career, he didn't do nothing of what he said.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Just the Obamacare, and it's because it's his business. He's part of him. He's going to get money with it. But that's the only thing. But everything what he said, nothing what he said that he going to do, he did nothing. It's like that. Politicians, they lie to the people in that way. And people have to open their eyes for this because it's happening everywhere. And you see the communist is hiding into this socialist idea. Fidel Castro, a few years, like 8 years ago, something like that, he went to Venezuela and he had an interview in a TV channel from the country, which is from Chavez. And you can find this in YouTube. The journalist asked him, what do you think about the socialists of the new century, as Chavez used to call it? This is the socialists from the new century 21, He said, it's the perfect representation of communists.
Okay.
Just like that. If Fidel Castro, he was like the leader for Chavez. He was saying it's a perfect expression of communism.
And Venezuela is rich of oil and other minerals, and there should be no poor people in Venezuela.
No, not at all.
So who was running all the mines and the oil before Chavez? Did he take them over when he came in power?
Yeah, PDVSA is the enterprise.
The
was
government
private.
took PDVSA
PDVSA
in
was
the early years of Chavez.
Yeah, it was private. I mean, it was the owner were people from Venezuela and that kind of thing, but it was private. Everything what create money, he took it, and the enterprise, private enterprise that were making a lot of money, he took it also. by force. This enterprise is not like he said that I'm gonna make it better and they're gonna produce more. No, they just broke
They
it.
just close it.
They just closed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
he
that's why.
closed them all together. He didn't
Yeah.
run them for the people.
Yeah, that's why people is starving right now, because they are the ones that were feeding the people.
Working in the
only
places.
one that was working is Polar, which is the one for the beers, and they do many things, even food. It's the only one that is still there, but they always, it's like banning things. They're always attacking them, so they cannot produce the quantity that they used to produce. So right now it's almost that they are not producing anything, you know.
But it seems to be the same thing was happening in America, that they were trying to close down jobs, take money from people as best, just really take anything substantial from people, so they were getting poorer and poorer and poorer.
Yeah.
So is it there an agenda in the world that will make people poorer, so that means they'll be more dependent on, okay, whoever gives them food and shelter will be their saviors, if you like.
It's a way to create more slaves than,
It seems like
than
that, doesn't
freedom.
it?
Yeah, it's like that, just like that. When you see it, it's just like that. Chavez used to say, be rich is bad. It's bad to be rich. In live TV, everyone used
So
to
he
see
used
that.
to live as a rich.
But he lived like the richest man in the country, you know. They steal so much.
So I can understand why, if a country has all this minerals and resources,
Yeah.
they really should be for the people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to get that to happen, isn't it?
Oh, but unless to build, streets, hospitals,
everything.
Service for the people.
They could have the best. They could have the best of the world because they have the money to pay for that. But they just take it, you know.